one of the things that we consistently see is Black women being blamed for the tomfoolery of rich men, sometimes white and sometimes Black. So I had this idea, and maybe we can flesh it out on air and then you could take it somewhere. I want you to write a story that says, I don't know, 6 times Black women were blamed for what white men did. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
And I want to go, that would be, you should write, that would be a really great story. And I want to go through a couple, I want you to give me some, I'll give you some. I want to go through a couple with you that stick in my head of Black women who get the blame, at least in the media, for what white men don't do, for what white men do. And sometimes it's also, they get the blame for what Black men do.
That's true. Hello.
So, can we go through that list a little bit?
Oh, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Okay. I want to start, and we've mentioned her before. I want to start with Betty Currie. Betty Currie was the secretary to President Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
And she saw President Bill Clinton bring his women in and out of the Oval Office.
That's none of her business. That was none of her business. She was bird box.
That was her business, including Monica Lewinsky, right?
Yeah.
She was minding her business, living her life. Betty Currie is born and raised in the Jim Crow South. And then even in Impeachment American Crime Story, which I did love, Ryan Murphy's show, which covered the Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky scandal, they kind of blamed her. They kind of acted like she was feeding Monica Lewinsky to Bill Clinton.
Right.
And then if folks forget, Betty Currie was impeached. And there really was this campaign to blame.
She was impeached herself?
What? No, I'm sorry. Forgive me. She was subpoenaed. Forgive me.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what happened?
How she get impeached? Thank you for that. Forgive me. But she's subpoenaed and under this investigation and is mentioned too much in Ken Starr's report. And they were trying to put all this blame for Bill Clinton getting, pop dipping and spinning the Oval Office.
Pop locking and dropping it.
right. With Monica Lewinsky. And you were on this episode. Keith Boykin was on with us, who knew Betty Currie and worked in the Clinton White House. He said he was offended how even in Impeachment American Crime Story, how Betty Currie's name was even, she was a secretary. She was minding her business. She didn't know, but there was literally go back to the news reports. There was blame put on her for what the president of the United States did. And then I found an article from the LA Times when Impeachment American Crime Story was airing in November. And one of who said this? Somebody, they wrote this about Betty Currie. They said, oh no, Ray Dong Chong said this, who played Betty Currie, which I was a bit disappointed that she said this. She said, well, Betty Currie is a huge part of the history. She's pretty present in the whole thing. You're constantly hearing people say, well, Betty, or call Betty, did you reach Betty, or Betty did this. So if people are talking about you, you're in it. Ray Dong Chong, why would you say that? Now, you are the same person that called Oprah a quote unquote field slave years ago. I never forgot that, Ray Dong Chong. I never forgot that. But why is Betty in it? This should be the segment. Why are Black women in it? But why is Betty Currie, the secretary of the most powerful man of the United States, in it? It just makes no sense to me. So there's one for me. Betty Currie being blamed for how trifling President Bill Clinton was.
Yeah, that's and he was tuning and booting it all the way in Arkansas, child, the governor's mansion, everything else he was doing. So I don't know how she got in it. She's the secretary. That's it. Hello. She is not. That's between Bill Clinton. That's between Bill and Hillary, how he was tuning and booting it with all these other women, not Betty Currie. She did not stand up there and take no vows to President Clinton. Okay.
Right.
And she ain't Monica Lewinsky's mama either. Hello. Okay. I mean, I can name 100 examples for Vice President Kamala Harris.
Right.
One that irks my soul, though. This is one that's a very common disinformation talking point that's put out there. Tulsi Gabbard's little stank ass got up there on that debate stage and stated that Vice President Kamala Harris kept a quote unquote innocent man in death row. who had been exonerated. And she was referring to Kevin Cooper, who, by the way, was not exonerated. He had 2 DNA tests that actually incriminated him, and the people who were trying to get him clemency were requesting a 3rd DNA test that they thought would exonerate him. That's not the same as being exonerated. Matter of fact, he's still in jail last I checked. But what really agitated the hell out of me about that is that Kamala Harris had nothing to do with that. He was up for clemency. Clemency is a matter of the governor to decide. He had already been denied clemency from Arnold Schwarzenegger when Jerry Brown was the attorney general. Again, he don't have nothing to do with that. He had exhausted all of his appeals. Now, the attorney general's office is involved with appeals, but they are not involved in terms of the case of clemency. That's strictly a gubernatorial decision. And so there's this hit piece that gets written, it puts the blame on her. And this is where I blame her team for being sloppy. You know, they let her come out and say, oh, I feel bad about this. I didn't hear anything about it at the time, but I support it. But when, who was it that became the AG after her? It's not, who's the guy who's senator now? Padilla?
Yeah, Padilla. He was replaced. Yeah,
Padilla. So Padilla had a little bit more. His team had more sense. His team said, don't put me in it because this is something for the governor to decide. I don't have nothing to do with it, because they tried to run against him on it as well in the same campaign cycle in 2020. And so my whole thing is, now how did Kamala get in it? Since when was she the governor of California? You know, but this lie has still persisted all these years that she personally kept this man behind bars when it was only a matter of clemency. Now, I know people be out there in the streets, get this person pardoned, get this person, you know, a sentence commutated. So people understand that you're talking to the governor, not the attorney general, but somehow she got the blame for this man, even though it was a decision with Jerry Brown, who was the governor, and then Gavin Newsom came in after the fact. And he actually, Jerry Brown in 2019, I think he did finally request some additional testing, and then Newsom did as well. It's still pending, but I want to say once and for all, if you ever heard anything about Kamala Harris keeping somebody behind bars who was exonerated, first of all, it's not true, and second of all, how did she get in it? How did she get in it? Stop blaming the Black woman for the actions of all these white men.
Perfect. Let me give you another one. Meghan Markle.
Hello.
Meghan Markle. Good God. They have literally blamed Meghan Markle the millisecond it went public about the bad press that the royal family has received. The royal family who vilified Princess Diana, who vilified, who was the other one? I don't know the history like that. The Duchess Fergie.
Not she was a singer.
Yeah. But what was really disgusting to me is one of those people at Fox News, they tied the death of Prince Philip due to the stress that Meghan Markle put on the royal family because of the interview she did with Oprah.
Reach.
Why is Meghan Markle in it? Would it she, and mind you, I think we could all concede that Meghan Markle, it appeared she walked into that royal family thinking they would accept her, that they would appreciate her. I think she may have had some, you know,
she thought she was going to be a Disney princess, child.
Right. And they said, no.
It's not like the movies.
Exactly. But literally the kind of people are so angry at the way the royal the bad press they're getting. They were getting that before her. You know, they were getting that before her, but literally blaming her, and then you know, calling her a gangster, her South Central roots. I mean, everything you could think of that got bad press with the royal family, it's all on Meghan Markle. I said, why? Why is she in it? Why? She don't, and then Prince Harry leaving the royal family is all her fault as well, even though he had stress with them before. So it's just like, wow.
They had beef all their life practically.
Right. You got Prince Charles with that other chick, Camilla. What's her name? I forgot her name.
What is her? Bowles?
Yeah,
Bowles Parker, something like that.
He was cheating on her, cheating on Princess Diana with her. This goes back decades.
We saw The Crown. It was scandalous.
Right. So why is Meghan Markle in it? It's just funny to me. So she's the blame game for all the bad things with the royal family in 2021. So There's another one.
I have one. Okay, people, a lot of people ain't gonna agree with me on this one, but I'm gonna say anyway. Okay, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. Now, Dr. Oz has announced his bullshit candidacy for Pennsylvania senator. And everybody all of a sudden now is like, well, I blame Oprah. Oprah brought us all these problematic people. First of all, I might have said this before. I might have said this last week, but in case I did, if I did or didn't, don't matter. Why is she in it? Did Oprah sit up there and encourage him to run for senator? Yes, she had this fool on her channel, on her show, but that don't mean that it was a daytime talk show. So leave Oprah out of it until she comes out and endorses him or runs his campaign. Why is she in it?
Absolutely. Let's make it. And she made some money off of him. Good for her. Yeah. It's usually the other way around.
Hello.
Yeah, I literally saw Oprah was trending from what I saw on my feed. Oprah was trending over Dr. Oz when Dr. Oz announced he was running for senator of Pennsylvania.
Hello.
Trending over Dr. Oz. What has Oprah got to do with it? I'm sure she's still making money off him. Good for her. What does she have to do with it? As if Oprah hasn't donated millions to HBCUs, donated millions to Morehouse, as if she hasn't been a political figure herself. You know, one thing we can say, part of the reason why President Obama got the press that he got in the beginning was because Oprah came out and supported. But why are y'all blaming Oprah for Dr. Oz? He says,
and y'all not even attacking Dr. Oz. You attacking her. It'd be different if y'all was attacking him, but y'all not even doing that.
Right. Absolutely. All right. I got another one for you too. This is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wrapped in one.
Okay.
As trifling and disgusting and vile as R. Kelly is, I couldn't believe how many times people pointed the blame at everybody but R. Kelly. We could start with Aaliyah's parents. But why didn't Aaliyah's parents do anything?
Yeah.
Why did that happen? Mainly Aaliyah's mother, they would say. I'm sorry, her name escapes me. But Aaliyah's mother. What? How come Aaliyah's mother isn't speaking out? Why isn't Aaliyah's mother doing this? Well, what did she condone? She had to have known. Yeah. And this is a woman who lost her child 20 years ago and doesn't feel like being in the Surviving R. Kelly documentary.
Exactly.
Like that's her own thing. Then they were blaming the R&B singer Sparkle. Oh, well, and mind you, I guess Sparkle reportedly, she had her 14-year-old niece meet R. Kelly, but she said, I had no idea. I didn't know what was going to happen. I wasn't feeding my niece to R. Kelly at all. I mean, I had no clue this was going to happen. At the end of the day, the responsibility is on the predator.
Yeah.
It's not on the child. It's not on a victim's mother. It's not on the singer that he worked with in 1998 or whatever the case may be. It's on him, and y'all are redirecting the blame to these Black women. It's on him. No one else but R. Kelly. I'm sure if Aaliyah was alive, they found a way to blame it on her too.
Oh, for sure. You know they would.
What was she thinking? Why'd you sign that marriage certificate? Why did you lie about your age? Never too trifling R. Kelly. And, you know, so that's another one that I could just say, why are they in it? It's R. Kelly. He's literally on tape urinating on a child.
Yeah.
I even heard some folks blame the child. Like, oh, well, I mean, gosh, why, she couldn't find a way to get out of that. Fast, that kind of language. So,
one more, and this is a very, very stupid little pop culture-y one, but I'm going to say, and this is it's not a white man this time, it's a Black man. But all I want to say is every time Tristan Thompson is caught cheating on Chloe, don't bring up Jordan Woods. She is in a whole nother relationship. She got a little cute boo, little basketball boo, Carl Anthony Towns. They happy instead of getting each other nice gifts. They go on vacation. And here her name get brought up every time Tristan is caught creeping on Chloe. So why am I in it? That's what I want to know. Why do you keep putting Jordan Woods in on Chloe's mess? Which, by the way, what did I say? You lose them how you got them.
Right.
That's what they say. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm just saying. But leave Jordan Woods out of it. She was the one who he was trying to get with. She made a little mistake, whatever. She did her little apology tour. But that was years ago. Leave Jordan Woods out of Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson's mess. Okay.
Yo, I mean, listen, if you want to go on pop culture, we could talk how folks may not remember this name, how Shar Jackson was vilified. Shar Jackson was the young woman who was dating Kevin Federline, Britney Spears'
baby daddy,
baby father, baby's daddy. Yeah. And she was vilified. I did a TV One segment on Shar Jackson many years ago, and I just went hard. Like, why are they attacking her?
Yeah, I remember that.
And Brittany was saying some slick shit too. We could go to, she was saying
I don't remember.
Underhanded shit too. So there's that. We could go to the way that folks blaming Halle Berry for David Washington, for Eric Benet.
They try to say Whitney Houston got Bobby on crack. Then they try to say that
got Bobby on crack. There's another one. I mean, my God, just it's insane. It's insane. So that's just a little bit how things work sometimes, and it's really hold up with Michelle Obama. Remember when President Obama was running, they were bringing up Michelle Obama's papers from Princeton.
Yeah,
saying, she was an angry Black woman. They were upset about her hair, about the fist bump. How Michelle Obama was hurting President Barack Obama, right? Hurting President Barack Obama.
Faith Evans, they try to blame her for Biggie and Pac, even though they have been beefing. It's a long list of people. Okay.
I need you to work on that article. You could do some political points, you could do some pop culture points, but I need you to work on that article because, and then you see it, of course, magnified with Vice President Kamala Harris. I mean,
I can go all day on that. I'm being nice, not going all day on that.
Right. Like, it's too dumb to cover the Bluetooth story. Like, it's just, I'm not even going to give it any oxygen, but you really see it. Just magnified on a big level. And not that we didn't expect this, but it's just, wow, really. And like you said, they're threatened by her so much that they want to attack her in this way.
Yeah.
God forbid she becomes president of these United States. They'll have a complete neurological breakdown. Reese, we forgot in our last segment the biggest reference of them all as far as Black women getting blamed, Janet Jackson. She was blamed for the whole Super Bowl incident.
Yes.
I mean, fine. She was banned from the Grammys. She got all the heat, all the fire. We forgot one of the biggest ones. They tried to destroy her career. Yes. MTV banned her.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. I agree.
Yeah.
And she was a legend. Even a legend, you can get cancer.
A legend.
If you want to talk about cancel culture, she's patient zero of cancel culture, okay?
Right. They literally banned her. They banned Janet Jackson. So I need you to work on that article. 6 Black women who were blamed. I need you to make it happen. I'm sure there's 20 others. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.